Good afternoon, everyone. We are very excited to have you with us today. My name is Julianne Manning. I'm the Customer Care Specialist at Stewardship Technology. We will have a time throughout the presentation and at the end to answer any questions you may have. If you do have a question, if you wave your mouse around the screen, you will see the option to chat appear. These are very exciting days at Stewardship Technology, and we have gone through many updates and many upgrades just in the past couple of months. We've added new features, we've improved old ones. Sorry, I am going to pause here for a moment. I want to make sure that everyone is muted. Sorry about that. Very good. Again, so as I was saying, these are very exciting days at Stewardship Technology. We've added lots of new features recently, and we've improved old ones. And a lot of these new features and upgrades are due to your feedback. So we take those, your feedback, and use those to make us a better platform for you to use. So with all these changes, we wanted to make sure that you are getting the most out of your EGS platform. We wanted to make sure you are aware of everything that you have access to. So other providers, they can offer similar services, but they come with limitations. They limit your designations and custom links. You have to choose one word for your text to give and hope that word isn't taken by another organization. You have additional charge for event registration. They may have a separate platform for tuition payments. Their processing fees for crowdfunding and peer-to-peer are significantly higher at 5 to 7%. However, with Stewardship Technologies Electronic Giving Solutions, or EGS, it is an all-in-one donation management platform. We are the only platform that offers all of these services. You get unlimited designations for whatever you want to raise money for, unlimited giving forms. You can create as many custom links as you wish. We have comprehensive reports, donor assist options, tuition payment, event registration, text to give, crowdfunding and peer-to-peer, and coming soon, payroll, all on one platform. Today, I'm going to be highlighting some of these features that you can begin using today so that you can get the most out of your EGS system. We will be talking about Donor Assist, going over how to create custom themes, how to create custom giving links. We're going to be talking about text to give and how to set up an event through our event registration tab. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about today is Donor Assist. Donor Assist gives donors the option to cover the cost of credit card processing fees. Research shows that when given the option, 70% of donors choose to cover those costs. This is not a high-pressure situation for your donors. They are simply presented with the option, and they can choose to check or uncheck this option to cover these costs. And it only takes a few minutes to get it set up. First, you need to create a processing fee designation. This is an important first step for the Donor Assist feature to work properly. So to do so, we're going to click on our Designations tab at the top. And then under the Designations box, click on Add. We're going to give our designation a name, a summary, and a description. We're going to include this on our tax receipts. We're going to uncheck Include in Catalog, and then we're going to click Save. And there you see our designation was successfully added, and we can see it here listed below. Next, we will need to turn on the Donor Assist in our settings. To do so, you're going to hover your mouse over the gear icon at the top right-hand corner and click on Settings. In the middle of the page, you're going to click the box that says Allow the donor to cover the cost of the transaction. Then we're going to choose our processing fee designation that we just created. And then we're going to click Save at the bottom. So very easy and simple to get it all set up. Now when your donors go to donate, they will be given the option to cover the cost of the transaction fee. You see where this option is added at the bottom of your donation form. If they check the box, the processing fee will be added to their total. Currently, this option is available for donors donating with a credit card, but in the future, we will be expanding this option to allow donors to cover processing fees for ACH transactions as well. So that's something very exciting that will be coming soon. Next today, I'm going to go over with you how to create custom themes. This is very important because it is a way for you to continue your branding for your donor. It allows the donor to feel comfortable giving on your page so they don't feel like they've wandered somewhere in cyberspace. Again, you can create unlimited themes to highlight a special campaign or an event that you have coming up. To create a theme, you would hover your mouse over the gear icon at the top right-hand corner and click on Settings. Then we're going to click on Theme Settings from the left-hand side menu. To add a new theme, just click on the Add and give it a name. Or, if you'd like, you can edit a current and existing theme by clicking to Highlight and then clicking on General Website Settings. Here is where you can customize the look and feel of your page. There are many ways you can customize this. We would recommend that you first start with a background color and your header image. To make any changes, you would first want to uncheck the Use Default box, and then in this case, click in the color picker to choose your selected color, and then click OK. If you want to add a background image for your background, you would uncheck the Use Default box and upload your background image here. For your header image, again, you're going to uncheck the Use Default and then upload your background image. For your custom links, you want this image to be 1140 by 200 pixels. For your events, you want the size to be 800 by 200 for your event registration. Once you have made all of your changes, click on Save. And in just a few minutes, we will see how these themes will come into play. Next today, we're going to talk about the biggest, bestest, most awesomest giving form. And I know we've talked about this previously, and if I've talked with you recently, you know I've been talking about this form. Why do we keep talking about it? Because it just keeps getting better. Today, with the biggest, bestest, most awesomest giving form, we offer you a sleek, modern design. It is mobile friendly. You have custom suggested donation buttons. There's a custom header and footer text. You have the option for donors to donate in memory or in honor of someone. The form can be used for one-time, new, and returning donors. The donor has the ability to choose which language they would prefer to see the form in. And with our form, you of course get our same secure processing. There are a couple of ways to utilize this new form. The first way is to highlight a designation. So to do so, we're first going to click on our Tools tab. We're going to then click on Create New Link. We're going to give our link a name. Then we're going to choose the biggest, bestest, most awesomest form. And of course, that's where you would choose your theme as well. We're going to specify one or more designations. So I'm going to click on my default folder, find my Spring Fundraiser designation, and then click on Select. And we see that designation added at the bottom. And then we're going to click on Continue. On step 3 is where we can customize the header and footer text as well as the suggested donation buttons. So we click in that box, we can type our custom header text. And if we click in the Customize Footer Text box, we can customize our footer text. And then if we want to change the suggested donation amounts, We can do so here, and then select which ones we want to make our default. On the step 4, this is where we can allow donors the option to dedicate donations in honor or in memory of someone. And then click on Create Link, and then click on Continue. If we click to highlight our new form and then click on View Link, we will be able to see this form. And this is our new biggest, bestest, most awesomest giving form. You can see where that custom header and footer text has been added. You can see where donors can create an account, log in to their account, and choose which language they would like to see the form in. They can use their suggested donation amount buttons or click on Other and type in their own amount. It can be a one-time or a recurring donation. If you click in this Dedicate My Donation in honor or memory of someone, you can choose which it will be, put the honoree's name, and then who the email will be going to alert them of your donation. Then, of course, you can customize the message to the recipient. And then click on Preview, and you can see what that will look like, what that email to that recipient will look like. If we keep scrolling down, this is where the donor would input their information, of course, first and last name, their email address, and their phone number. And then they will put in their payment account details. In this case, we're going to pay with a credit card. Expiration date, security code, and then, of course, their address information. And then if we scroll down, this is where the donors are given the option to cover the processing fees. So they would check that box, and you can see how it is added to the total. Then they click on Donate, and their donation would process. So that's how to use the form to specify a designation. Next, I'm going to show you how you can use the biggest, bestest, most awesomest giving form to use your entire designation catalog. To use your designation catalog, we're going to, again, under the Tools tab, click on Create New Link. You can, of course, create as many links as you'd like. In this case, we're going to edit the one we just made. We're going to click on Continue, and then use the designation catalog, and then click on Continue again. Here on step 3, again, you can customize the header and footer text, and click on Continue. And step 4, you can allow the donor to dedicate in honor or in memory of someone. Click on Create Link, and then Continue. If we click to highlight this form and click on View Link, you can see what the biggest, bestest, most awesomest form looks like with the designation catalog. Again, your donors can create an account, log in, and choose their language. Choose if it's a one-time or recurring donation, and select the designation. And of course, dedicate their donation in honor or in memory of someone. What can you use your custom link for? Tuition payments. You can use it to highlight a campaign. If you have a building fundraiser, you can use it for that. If you want to start text to give, you can use this form for text to give. The options are unlimited. Again, you have unlimited custom links, so your options are unlimited. The new giving form features to come, we still are not done with the biggest, bestest, most awesomest giving form. So a couple of things that will be coming up are updates to the theme settings, so an easier way to maybe adjust some of those themes. And you're going to be able to create custom questions on your giving page as well. So those are some new features ahead. All right, another new feature we'd like to talk about today is text to give. A successful mobile text to give campaign can make a meaningful impact for your organization. What we have learned is that 51% of people who visit a nonprofit's website do so on a mobile device. By 2018, mobile devices will account for 57% of all internet traffic. 90% of text messages read are read within 3 minutes. $107 is the average donation size for text to give fundraisers. In 2017, mobile giving donations increased by 205%. So that's a pretty big statistic. So 205%. So this is why we felt it was an important feature to offer, and it only takes a few steps to get started. As with all of our avenues to donate, a donor cannot give without a designation. If you currently have designations set up, you can use them. However, we would recommend that you create designations specifically for your text to give campaign. By doing so, you will be able to easily track what designations donors are given to through text to give. So today I'm going to show you how you can use text to give to highlight a spring fundraiser. You, of course, can use text to give for any new fundraiser campaign or simply as another platform to offer to your donors. So the first thing, under the designation tab, we're going to go to our folders box and click on Add and create our text to give campaign folder, giving it a name, a summary, and a description. We're going to uncheck Include in Catalog because this will only be visible for our text to give link, and then click on Save. So there you see our text to give campaign folder added. Now we're going to create designations specifically for text to give. In this case, it's going to be our spring fundraiser. We're going to tag mobile at the end so we know this is for our text to give, giving it a summary and a description. We want to make sure to include this on tax receipts. We're going to put this in our parent folder, text to give. We're going to uncheck Include in Catalog. Again, this is just for our text to give link, and then click on Save. Here we see the designation was successfully added. So the next step is, now that we have our text to give designations, is we will want to create a custom link. And you would create this link by going through the steps we mentioned earlier. Again, you can use any of your custom links, but we would recommend that you create a custom link specifically for your text to give campaign. This will provide you another resource that you will be able to use to track how many donors use this form of giving. Now that we have your text to give designation, your text to give custom link, the third step is to let us know what you want your response to be when someone sends a text. Then we will provide you a local number to give to your donors. The benefit of our text to give is that your donors are not limited to one word that they use to send you a text. They can text anything to your number and receive your form. Then the next step is up to you. Where are you going to advertise your text to give number? Print this option in your newsletters, your pamphlets, your bulletins, announcement slides, and even on your website. For this effective feature, there is an additional $10 a month, but mobile responsive donation pages yield 34% more donations, and text to give is the most mobile-friendly means of donating. This method is fast, friendly, and since stewardship technology is PCI DSS compliant, it is secure. Now, I know I've gone through a lot of information in the first couple of minutes, so we're going to just take a moment, and if you have any questions about Donor Assist or the biggest, bestest, most awesomest giving form or text to give, I can certainly answer those right now. All right. So the form can be integrated into a website with a code snippet, right? So how our forms work is you're going to hyperlink our form onto your website. And so when your donors go to your website and click on, whether you want to put a button they can click on that button and then have access to your form. And then, Jamie, we can certainly, the process for migration from eGiving, we can certainly talk to you about that directly, and so we'll be in contact to you about what that looks like. All right. Wait a few more moments to see if we have any further questions. All right, well, we will have another opportunity at the end of today's presentation, so if you do have any questions at that time, please, you can write them in anytime. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about today is our Events tab. With this feature, you can create seamless online registration links for all of your organization's events. So something I want to make mention to, because I had a couple of questions about this recently, is with our events feature, what you're doing is creating a link for your attendees to register through. So this is different than your custom link. So through the registration link, your attendees will pay their registration fee if there is a registration fee for your event. But this is different for your custom giving link. So just wanted to make that point. But you can use our event feature if you have a retreat or banquets or anything that you're going to have people where you want to know who's coming ahead of time. That is what this event tab is all about, and this is what it is for. So what does it do for you? It provides a way for your attendees to register online. You can copy events from year to year. You can create custom questionnaires. Everyone wants a t-shirt, so this way you can collect that information of what size your attendees is going to wear or need. You can create custom pricing options, and you'll have access to attendee and payee reports. So to create events, we're going to first click on the Events tab at the top. And here on the event homepage, you can create a new event, edit a current event, delete, or copy an event from year to year. I'm going to show you today how to create a new event by editing my ladies retreat. You can use the menu on the left-hand side to navigate through all the steps to create your event. We're going to first start with general information. Of course, you need to give it a name. Let your attendees know the start and end dates. If you want one payee to be able to register multiple people, you would check this box. Let them know when the start and end dates is for registration. If you want to make scholarships available, check this box. You can also upload an event image. Choose your custom theme that you'd like to use, and of course, add additional details. Then click Apply, and then save your changes. Next, we're going to talk about the event location. Where is this event going to be held? The name, the address. If they have a website or a phone number, you can put that information there, as well as a picture. Then click Save. For contacts, who do they need to contact with questions about this event? You can have as many contacts as you'd like. Let them know what type of contact you are, if it's just for general information or travel and so forth. Your title, how can they get a hold of you? You can upload a picture and add additional description as well. Of course, click on Save. And just as easy as it is to add a contact, you can delete them. For resources, if you want to attach a schedule of events, or if you have a special guest speaker and you want to highlight their website, you can put that information here. You also have the ability to create custom questions. But first, we're going to click on questionnaire. We're going to click on this collected contact information. So it's already defaulted to require your last and first name, but you can also choose what other information you want to collect from your attendees. Below, you can create custom questions for like dietary restrictions. If you want to know, how did they hear about you, you can put that question there. Let us know if it's required. Is it for the attendee or the payer? How would you like them to respond? A short text, a drop down, and so forth. Is it an active question? Once you've created your custom questions, if you have multiple questions for multiple days, you can manage those questions in different groups. You would just manage those there. And then, of course, save your changes at the bottom of the page. Then we can go to policies. So if you have a parking policy or when they can come or when they can leave, any policies concerning your events, you can add those there. For pricing, you're going to want to give your pricing a name. If you needed to add additional details, you can do so in the description section. You can have your refund policy there. If you're going to allow installment and payments, just let your attendees know when the full payment deadline is due, how much they have to pay at each time, and what's the frequency that they have to make those payments. For our pricing types, we have a fixed, tiered, a quantity discount, and of course can be free. In this case, we've chosen a tiered pricing. So like for the first couple of weeks of our registration, there's a little bit of an early bird discount. And then of course, save all your changes at the bottom of the page. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about scholarships. You can add as many different types of scholarships as you'd like. If you click on one we have here, you would just give your scholarship a name. We can generate a code for you, or you can add your own name. You can let us know if it's a full percentage or a fixed amount, if it can be used multiple times, and so forth. Then we're going to click on custom tabs. So we have tried to think about everything that you may need to have for your event. If you have any additional details, you can use that custom tab there. Who needs to be notified of whether or not who has registered. So you would list that contact information there. We click to highlight our link and then choose the box, the little arrow to view it. This is what your attendees will see when they click on your event link. So there you see the tabs at the bottom with all that information we just inputted. There's the information about the dates and where it's located. And if they click on register now, this is where they can see the pricing options. All the required fields will be in red. If they want to add more than one attendee for one payer, they would do so at the bottom. Also for your events, you can make this event active or inactive using the slide bar. There's a QR code for you as well. And then you have the attendee reports, the questionnaire report, the payee report, and a combined report as well. The combined report is the attendee and questionnaires. So, very exciting feature. Does anyone have any questions today about anything that we've discussed? Again, Donor Assist, our biggest, bestest, most awesomest giving form, the ability to set up text to give, or to use our event feature. If you have any questions, we'll take a few moments and answer those now. Of course, you have my contact information there. Trace Wall, he's the director of sales. You can always send him a question, but if you want to just contact me directly, you can just send me an email at my email address, jmanning@stewardshiptechnology.com. So even as you...
I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't know, did you see the chat question I put on there? And I joined a couple minutes late, so I apologize if you already covered that.
That's okay. So we do not have a code snippets set up, Jamie, so that's not something that we offer. You would just hyperlink your link onto your web page for donors to access it, but we do not use code snippets. And as far as your question concerning processing, process for migration from eGiving, we can contact you directly from that.
Okay, and actually I have a call with one of your team members next week, so I know we can dive into that.
Okay, perfect. Very good. All right. Carrie, we will send you a recording of this that will have the information about the donor cover, the processing fees again. And Carrie, I can also talk to you directly about that as well. All right. Well, I did want to make mention of a couple other details. Right now, we currently do have a referral promotion going on. So if you refer to us 4 potential clients and just one of them becomes a client of ours, we will actually waive your monthly fee for an entire year. So this is a great promotion going on. We'd love to help other organizations with their online giving needs. So if you know of anyone, please don't hesitate to send me an email, and we will, if one of them becomes a client, we will waive your fee for 12 months. So it's a great, great deal. Also, upcoming webinars on June 7th, we are going to be talking about our new product, which will be payroll with EGS. So there will be more information to come out about that webinar soon. So mark your calendars for June 7th at 3 p.m. and we will be talking about payroll with EGS. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook, and you can see different events and pictures of our team on our Facebook page, as well as different updates on events. And you can also go to our stewardshiptechnology.blog to also follow any updates and events as well. Well, I am so thankful that you were able to join me today, and thank you for your time. As always, I will put my email back up. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email. And as I mentioned, we will be sending this out to you, so you will have that as a resource later on. So hope you guys have a great Thursday. Hope to talk to you soon.